and today we're going to crush a can.
For this experiment, we're going to need an empty soda can.
I will be using a 100 milliliter graduated cylinder. I will need a source of heat, and for today that will be a hot plate. I already turned this on a little bit. Because we are going to handle a hot object, we're going to need a pair of tongues. And because we will cool down our can very rapidly, we're going to need an ice bath. Before we get started, we want to know what is the actual volume of a soda can. And yes, it does say it on the side, but that's not always accurate because there's always a small amount of empty space in each can to make sure that the amount of carbon dioxide that is dissolved does not cause an explosion. So we're going to start with some water, and I will be using an empty cup as my waste container, but you can always just flush the water down the drain. So to begin, I am going to fill my soda can to the brim with water, and then I will empty it in increments of just under 100 milliliters to make sure that I record the exact volume of my soda can. And there we go. It is filled to the brim with water. And now I will very carefully transfer my first increment into my 100 milliliter graduated cylinder. If it is a little bit more, we can always pour it back because the important part of this measurement is to know the exact volume. My first volume is 97.9 milliliters. I will discard of it. My second measurement is 98.4 milliliters. My third measurement is 94.6 milliliters. And this will be my final measurement. It is 85.4 milliliters. So my final measurement, when I combine all four of those volumes, will be a little bit more than the 355 milliliters that is indicated on the soda can. So now that I know my original volume, next I am going to measure 10 milliliters of water. It can be slightly more. I have 10.8 milliliters in this graduated cylinder. I will pour it into my can and then place the can on the hot plate. And now we're going to wait for this water to boil. We're not going to do anything until we hear a roiling boil and we start seeing the water vapor escape. It has been a couple minutes and I can hear that the water is boiling quite vigorously. So I'm going to take my pair of tongues very quickly, lift up my can and turn it upside down into my ice cold bath. Well, I guess my water was boiling. And because my can is made of aluminum and aluminum is fairly soft metal, it is able to crash very quickly. I can already tell that my original volume has substantially decreased. I will set my hot plate to the side and I can turn it down. And let's figure out what is our current volume. If we got lucky, the soda can was crushed, but not broken. If we didn't get lucky, then whatever water we put in there is going to drain out. So I'm going to take my soda can. I will pour some water in it and we're going to test for cracks. And I think we have a crack right there. So for this experiment, we will not be able to determine the final volume All we can say is that it was substantially less than our original volume and that we have indeed succeeded in crushing our can.